Welcome to Spangled Banter. I'm Heather Gardner, and today's guest went from Googling how to run for office to representing the 8th district in the Michigan State Senate, and now she is running for Michigan Senate and Congress. Please welcome Mallory McMorrow.
Thank you so much for having me.
That was a pretty good intro, right?
It was a good intro.
It was not bad.
In this very luxurious room that we're in.
I was about. Yeah, I had told you this before. I feel regal. Let's start with your now famous Google search. I'll be honest. Sometimes late at night, I Google how to become a DJ. I don't think it's ever crossed my mind, though, to be like, how to become the most hated profession in America.
Yeah.
A politician.
Oh, God.
What brought you to that point?
So we had a video that went viral the day after the 2016 election, and it was middle school students banging their fists on a lunchroom table and chanting, "Build that wall," at one of their classmates.
Just listen. In the video, the kids are chanting, "Build that wall."
I remember this.
Yeah.
I don't want to remember that time, but I do.
Viscerally, it comes back to
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
That video was from Royal Oak Middle School, which had been my polling place the day before. And to see,
I just got chills.
it was awful. I mean,
Yeah.
it was, I stood in the same auditorium voting for what I thought would be the first woman president.
Girl, same.
And our long national nightmare would be over. Just the campaign itself was a long national
Wait,
nightmare.
I'm about to say,
We are.
in hindsight,
I
long.
know. Can you imagine? Like, it was such a simple time where, like,
Oh
this
my
was
gosh.
terrible. He descended down this escalator.
We're on year
we are in
11.
hell.
Can you believe that we're on
can't.
year 11?
Oh my God, an entire decade of this nonsense.
I
But
want it to
yeah,
end.
it was kids. And it was the
Yeah.
fact that kids learned overnight, not only was this okay, but it was laudable. And CNN came in, they interviewed this girl and her family, and she was just in tears. And she said, "These are not strangers, they're my friends."
Wow.
And I don't know, it just pushed me. I had a very different career before this. And
What was your career before?
started as a car designer. And
A car designer?
I sure did.
You know what? I don't think it's ever dawned on me that like that's a profession.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
True.
Yeah, they don't just come out the way they are. They are all totally different. So that's what I went to school to do.
Wow.
And I worked for Hot Wheels. So I was a Hot Wheels designer.
That's very, very cool.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Nobody sends you death threats when you make tiny toy cars.
No.
But I loved my career, but I felt like I hadn't done enough to stop this from happening. And I don't know, that was the first thing that came to me, was how to run for office. I found a PDF from an organization called She Should Run. I went to the Women's March in Detroit. I had never been a protester. I had never done that before. And I called a
Wow.
friend of mine who was an experienced protester. And I was like, "Okay, what do I need to do?" And she goes, "All right, are you ready? You need to write your emergency contact phone number on your arm in
so
Sharpie."
she scares you right off the
Scared
bat.
the shit out of me. She was like, "When you get maced,
What?
use milk and not water because it will burn." And I was like, "Oh my God." So I went expecting the worst, and I like really pushed through some nerves to go. And it was just so wonderful. I mean, it was multiple generations of women coming together, and we exchanged phone numbers.
I was gonna say, I don't remember that being that bad for the
It
women's
wasn't.
march.
But if you've never done it
I
before,
guess
you're like,
that's
"I'm
true.
really pushing
I wanna
outside
know
my
about-
comfort
You
zone."
need, you should like in hindsight, you should have done like a "What's in my bag" protest edition. Milk.
Milk.
Yeah, right.
Sharpies.
Oh my God.
It was, yeah. But it was, and I just took step after step after step. I found an organization called Emerge, which recruits and trains Democratic women to run for office. Went through that program for 6 months, and then put my name on a ballot in 2018.
Wow. Was that scary to put
It
your
was.
name
I
on
mean,
a ballot?
even you go through. So this was like a crash course in how to do it. And first of all, I just didn't ever think that regular people could run for office. I thought you had to be born into it, and you had to come from one of these political families.
Well, to be fair, most of them have.
Most are,
Yeah,
historically. It's a
exactly.
lot of men who all have the same last name.
Yes. Mhm.
And
Correct.
it's generation after generation. But, I learned how to write a campaign plan and how to give a stump speech and how to ask people for money, which is the worst thing you have to do when running for office.
Yeah.
And even after all of that, I had binders of materials and books that I had read. And the day that I filed, I just thought, holy crap, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And I took on my state senator, who was the Republican incumbent. He won his previous election by 16 points. And nobody thought I had a chance in hell, which was very freeing. One of the local Democratic Party leaders, when I told her what I wanted to do, she looked me dead in the eye and said, "Oh, honey, that's cute."
Stop.
Yeah, truly.
And another woman, too.
Another woman.
Wow. I mean, playing devil's advocate here, maybe she just saw what had happened to Hillary Clinton.
I mean, yeah, maybe it was a little protective. Like, I don't want that.
No. She sounds, I'm not going to use the word I think she sounds like.
Yeah. But if you want to
But-
wonder why the Democratic Party is not particularly popular, there is this sense that you got to wait your turn and it has to be your time.
We have talked all about that here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I also agree. It's like a visceral reaction of absolutely not. First of all, things are way too fucked up for that.
Yeah.
Feel free to say fuck, by the way.
Well, and just people are sick of
Yes.
feeling like both parties, they anoint their person and they work their way up the ladder and nothing changes and nothing gets better. And we are in this hellscape that we all live in now. And maybe it's time to do things a little bit differently. So I ran and nobody thought I could win. Nobody thought I had a chance. And there was something incredibly freeing about that because you got to run the campaign you wanted to run.
And are you doing that now? Do you feel like you're running the campaign you're wanting to run?
You know, I do.
now?
There is something. I jumped into this race for U.S. Senate. So it's statewide. We've got an open Senate seat. It is a state of 10 million people.
Wow.
And I was the dark horse. I've got two opponents in the race, one who ran for governor in 2018. So he'd built up statewide name recognition.
Right.
The other is a sitting member of Congress. And I got that really free sense back of like, I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
And we're going to fight like hell and we're going to meet as many people as possible because we're in a pretty fucked up moment right now.
We are in a pretty fucked up moment
And
right
why
now.
not?
And you're going across the state now. You're talking to. I took a peep at your social media. It's on point. I gotta
Thank
say.
you.
I feel we talked about this before. I feel like a politician. You're not just a politician. You're now a political influencer. You're now you've got to be out there. But I particularly enjoyed your man on the street interviews.
Thank you.
Those are hard. No one knows. Like you put together a beautiful package, but no one knows you probably tried. You asked like 100 people, and you got like 3 to say. Yeah, I see. Nobody understands. I understand your pain.
The first guy that we interviewed, and we put him in the video.
Yeah.
But totally not what we expected. He was like, I love Chat. And if I'm single by next year, I'm going to ask Chat to marry me. And I give him a name. And I'm like, this was not the reaction that we were hoping for.
If I'm still single at the end of the year, I'm going to ask Chat to marry me.
But
you are real people.
But you're getting honest answers.
Truly.
So, in these videos and, talking across people across your state, what is the number one issue that your voters are concerned about? Is it AI? Is it the economy? What is it?
I mean, I think AI is a piece of it. It is this deep sense that the country works for billionaires and tech executives and for nobody else. And that seeps into corruption in government. I mean, we've got a Thunderdome being built outside of the White House right now and a ballroom.
I saw the lights today.
Oh. And then he said, we're just
Beautiful.
going to keep it up permanently. I'm
Like it's the Eiffel Tower.
It's so beautiful. But there is this, whether it's the Epstein files or that or
Right.
AI. I mean, all of these things, people just feel like everything is designed to work against me.
Right.
AI is a perfect example of it is happening so quickly. And outside of the guy who wants to marry Chat, everybody else we talked to sort of said like, I use it sometimes. There could be a good use for it, but it could also be used to kill me. And what do we do?
And we just don't have regulation on to make sure that doesn't happen.
Exactly.
But you have put forth some legislation that you would like to get passed should you win this race. Let's talk about that. The AI Workforce Reinvestment Fund. I love to hear about rich people getting taxed and corporations in particular. So basically, can you explain how that would work? How the AI Workforce Reinforcement Fund, funded by a new tax, would work?
Yeah. So for any company who is offsetting human beings with AI, they should pay for it.
I think so.
They should pay for it.
That seems simple.
So it is both the companies paying for it to create this fund, but also taxing commercial usage of AI based on the tokens. So that's how AI companies judge, anytime you put a query in, a token is the amount of AI.
Oh, interesting. See, I didn't even know
you're
that.
using. It's a measurement.
Okay.
So by scaling it to the number of tokens used, we tax it proportionately with the amount of AI that they're using. And we should use it to shore up the social safety net and also to create an apprenticeship program. Because right now, it is mostly impacting entry-level jobs, research positions, and you can't climb the ladder to become a manager if you don't have entry-level experience.
Right.
So we learned how to do this with the auto industry in Michigan vast disruption and automation. Apprenticeships are how you can earn money while you're working, how you can learn valuable skills so that you don't get displaced in your job. In medicine, there are residencies to do the same thing. You're going to learn as you work and earn as you work. Let's do the same thing for all of these knowledge economy jobs that are being disrupted by AI. So you learn contract negotiations and how to deal with other people, things that AI sucks at and probably shouldn't do, so that you can still move up the ladder. And a company is going to think twice, is it worth it to replace this person with AI?